Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Brief, Monday, the 15th of January. So, the synoptic situation, and this is as of midnight last night. We're in a sort of northerly type flow, lows over Scandinavia, one down in the down south Bay of Biscay area. But this cold front that we can see here, if we run forward to the 12 o'clock now, has gone through, and it's a weakening in affair, and it's leaving it as in a sort of slack northwesterly airflow throughout the whole day. Actually, it's going to be pretty good. Spot winds are indicating a wind of approximately 340 degrees or thereabouts, 20 knots at flying height. But as we come down towards the surface, they're veering more around towards the west. Cloud. The only cloud we've got on the cloud radar really is this stuff here, which is associated with some occluded fronts to the low pressure over Scandinavia, which is not going to be a factor at all to us today. And we're going to be left in a gorgeous sunny sky day all day, literally. Rain forecast is indicating no rain at all. There's a little bit over to the northeast associated with that front, and the actual rainfall radar throughout the day is showing pretty all clear all day. No issues there at all. The area forecast is showing nice and sunny all day, indicating a gentle northwesterly breeze on the surface, 5 to 8 knots. It's going to be cold though. Maximum temperature looks to be around about 2 degrees, but with the wind chill factor, it's going to be around about -3. So it is going to be very cold today. Fantastic visibility and very low humidity relatively, so no rain at all. GFS is indicating max temperature today of 2 degrees, and the dew point is down at -6. View outside the window, absolutely gorgeous, and it's going to be like that all day, as I mentioned earlier. Actual weather at Lasham at the moment is -1, dew points down at -4, and a gentle west-northwesterly breeze on the surface. ODIM is indicating 5-knot westerly wind, 10k or more visibility, no cloud, and predicted forecast is also the same. It might go up to 8 knots, but wind is basically from the west-northwest, no clouds. Below 1,500 feet, it's saying, and Farnborough is giving a very similar forecast as well, 3 knots from the west. So it's very, very slack where we are at the moment. There's 10k or more, no clouds, below 1,500 feet. Top Meteo is a little bit more enthusiastic when it comes to some thermals, perhaps later. So it's 9 o'clock today. And if I run through the sequence, from around about 11 o'clock onwards, it's indicating weak thermals to about 2,000 feet. So we may be able to get something out of the day. 1 o'clock, maybe even up to 2,700 feet. So that's above sea level, of course. So, there are going to be weak thermals today if people want to practice their weak thermaling, and no TAMs to affect us today, which is always a good sign. So operationally then, we're going to be on, I would suggest, Mike Birch is running the field, but I would suggest the wind is so light that we ought to set up on runway 27, fairly standard setup, a launch point to the centre of the runway so we can drag the cables down the northern edge, because any drift at all of the cables will be down towards the south, and aerotone from the south, landing grass north or south, no issues at all. There is one movement being brought to my attention today, and I apologise yesterday for those that were out. I could sneak another one in on us at 1 o'clock, and I tried to get the message out. There were no issues, so we did cope with it well. But there's a 737 arriving at between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. The actual time I'll be given is 10:31, so that all depends when it takes off, obviously, when it arrives. It's going to be a beautiful cloudless day. Possible wet thermals, it says, after 11 a.m. The same 3 two-seaters are available. We'll set up on 27 initially, may need to change to 3-4, but I think that's going to be highly unlikely. Mike Birch is running the field, as I mentioned earlier, and just be cautious, please, about misting canopies for the first 2 or 3 launches and maybe the last 2 or 3 launches of the day. There could be issues with canopy misting. And just to reiterate, no cable on with canopies open. It will help immensely if the canopies are cleaned at DI. There's cleaning materials just inside the hangar and also inside the launch point control vehicle, which will be out in the field. Obviously, I ensured that we had that in there a couple of weeks ago and should still be in there. So cleaning the canopies will significantly enhance the visibility out of them if it is a little bit misty. Okay, and of course the simulator is always available. Hopefully it won't be used today because you'll all be out flying. It's quite a quiet day, so please, if you have some time off and you want to do a little bit of flying, there are single seaters available, and you may want to drag your own glider out to do a couple of hours of local soaring. Okay, I'll leave you all in the capable hands of Mike, and look forward to seeing you a bit later. Bye-bye.